The hidden sacrifice of fitness. Welcome to the Life Matrix. Let's get into the thin line between discipline and obsession. Please subscribe for more informational videos on health and wellness. You see those shredded bodies on Instagram and think, that's what I want. But what you don't see is the sacrifice behind the scenes. It's not just gym time and clean eating, it's a total overhaul of your life. The grind takes more than just fat. It can cost you time, relationships, and even your peace of mind. We rarely talk about what's lost in the pursuit of perfection. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the real price of getting ripped. This isn't to scare you off fitness, it's about being honest about what it really takes. We'll break down the social, mental, physical, and financial sacrifices that come with elite fitness. Let's dive in. First up, your social life. Let's be honest, it's often the first casualty when you dive headfirst into the world of serious fitness. It's a silent sacrifice, a hidden cost that many don't fully anticipate. When you get serious about fitness, your priorities shift hard. Suddenly your days revolve around meal prepping, hitting the gym, and getting enough sleep to recover. Everything else starts to feel secondary. Suddenly, you're skipping pizza nights. Those casual gatherings with friends fueled by greasy slices and carefree conversation become a minefield of empty calories and dietary derailment. And happy hours. The allure of a cold beer after a long day fades when you're meticulously tracking your macros and counting every gram of carbohydrates. Because they don't fit your macros or your schedule. Your phone becomes an extension of your fitness journey, constantly reminding you of your goals and the sacrifices required to achieve them. At first, it's just one no, a polite decline, a rain check promised for the future. Then it's every weekend. Your calendar transforms into a meticulously planned grid of workouts, meal preps, and recovery sessions, leaving little room for spontaneity or social engagements. Friends stop inviting you out. The invitations dwindle, the group chats fall silent, and you realize you've become the friend who's always busy. Family gatherings become awkward when you bring your own food. The well-meaning but often misguided comments about your diet and obsession start to grate on your nerves. People don't get it. They see obsession, not discipline. They struggle to understand the dedication and commitment required to achieve your fitness goals. You try to explain, but it's exhausting. Eventually, you stop trying. The energy required to constantly justify your choices becomes too much to bear. The gym becomes your new social circle. You find camaraderie and understanding among fellow fitness enthusiasts who share your passion and dedication. Conversations revolve around workouts and diets. You bond over shared struggles, celebrate personal bests, and exchange tips on nutrition and training techniques. You're building muscle, but also walls. The more dedicated you get, the more isolated you feel. The pursuit of physical perfection can inadvertently create a barrier between you and the outside world. You miss out on spontaneous moments, road trips, parties, even just relaxing with friends. The carefree adventures and impromptu gatherings that once filled your life are now replaced with structured routines and calculated choices. Your identity shifts. You're the fitness person. It becomes your defining characteristic, the label that precedes you in social situations. People assume you're judging them, or that you're vain. Your dedication to fitness is often misinterpreted as arrogance or a subtle form of judgment. Meanwhile, you're just trying to stick to your goals. You're simply striving to achieve your personal best, driven by a desire for self-improvement and a commitment to your health. The misunderstanding from loved ones is tough. They worry. They take your choices personally. Their concern stems from a place of love, but it can feel like a constant source of pressure and guilt. You end up hiding parts of your life, or constantly defending your decisions. You learn to navigate social situations with a carefully constructed facade, concealing your true habits and beliefs to avoid conflict. It's a constant, low-level stress that never really goes away. The subtle tension and unspoken judgments create a persistent undercurrent of anxiety in your social interactions. The trade-off is real. Elite fitness often means sacrificing your social life. The pursuit of peak physical condition demands a level of dedication that often comes at the expense of social connections and personal relationships. Are you ready for that? Because it's not a question of if, but when. The social sacrifices are inevitable, a necessary consequence of prioritizing your fitness goals above all else. This is the first hidden cost, one that's heavier than most people expect. The weight of social isolation can be surprisingly burdensome, a constant reminder of the sacrifices you've made in pursuit of your fitness aspirations. Elite fitness isn't a hobby, it's a lifestyle that demands sacrifices. It's a complete transformation of your priorities, habits, and social interactions. And your social life is usually the first thing to go. The spontaneous gatherings, the casual hangouts, the shared experiences, they often become casualties of your unwavering commitment to fitness. That's the reality behind the highlight reels. The perfectly sculpted bodies and inspirational workout videos often mask the social sacrifices and personal struggles that lie beneath the surface. Now let's talk about the mental battle, the silent war that rages within the pursuit of physical perfection. It's a battlefield often overlooked, yet it's where the most critical victories and devastating defeats truly occur. This isn't just about lifting weights or hitting personal bests, it's about the intricate dance between your aspirations and your mental well-being. Discipline is great until it turns into obsession. The line is finer than you think, and crossing it can lead you down a path of anxiety and self-doubt. What starts as a healthy commitment can morph into an all-consuming need for control. You start tracking every calorie, meticulously logging each morsel that enters your body, weighing every meal, ensuring that your intake aligns perfectly with your predetermined macros, and letting the scale dictate your mood. The numbers on that small screen become the arbiters of your self-worth, defining whether you've had a good or bad day. Body dysmorphia creeps in, twisting your perception of yourself. You're shredded, but all you see are flaws. The imperfections become magnified, overshadowing all the hard work you've put in. The anxiety is relentless, a constant companion whispering doubts and insecurities in your ear. Every meal, a potential minefield of perceived transgressions. Every weigh-in, a moment of truth that can either validate or shatter your fragile sense of accomplishment. Every missed workout feels like a crisis. The guilt gnaws at you, making you feel like you've failed yourself and everyone else. You reach your goal, but now you're terrified of losing it. The finish line becomes a starting point for a new race against yourself. Maintenance becomes a prison. The freedom you thought you'd achieve is replaced by the rigid bars of self-imposed restrictions. Burnout hits hard. The passion that once fueled your efforts is extinguished, leaving you feeling empty and depleted. You're exhausted, but the pressure to keep going is overwhelming. You push through the pain, driven by a fear of losing ground. Overtraining isn't just sore muscles, it's insomnia, irritability, and constant fatigue. Your body is screaming for rest, but your mind won't let you stop. Social media makes it worse. You compare yourself to others' highlight reels, not their struggles. The curated images of perfection fuel your own insecurities and drive you to chase an unattainable ideal. Your mental energy is consumed by fitness, leaving little for relationships, work, or joy. The things that once brought you happiness fade into the background, overshadowed by your fitness obsession. Food loses its pleasure, it's just fuel, numbers, and guilt. The joy of eating is replaced by a constant calculation of calories and macros. Cheat meals spiral into shame and punishment. A single indulgence can trigger a cascade of negative emotions and self-reproach. The psychological toll is massive. Healing a strained mind is harder than healing a torn muscle. The scars of mental strain run deep, requiring time, patience, and professional help to overcome. People see your physique and assume you're happy, but inside, you might be struggling. The external validation masks an internal turmoil that few can see or understand. It's hard to talk about, and that adds another layer of isolation. The fear of judgment or misunderstanding keeps you from seeking help. The pursuit of perfection can warp your self-image and steal your peace. It's a never-ending quest that leaves you feeling perpetually inadequate. The mental cost is real, and it's often the most dangerous sacrifice of all. Your mental health is the foundation upon which everything else is built. You can fix a muscle, but fixing your mindset takes much more. It requires a conscious effort to challenge negative thoughts and cultivate self-compassion. That's the hidden war no one sees, and it's one you have to be prepared to fight. Recognize the signs, seek help when needed, and remember that your mental well-being is just as important as your physical health. Let's get physical. We're talking about pushing your body to its limits, striving for peak performance, and sculpting the physique of your dreams. But before you dive headfirst into the world of intense training and restrictive diets, it's crucial to understand the potential consequences, because your body will push back. It's an inevitable truth that many fitness enthusiasts often overlook in their pursuit of physical perfection. The human body is an incredible machine, capable of adapting and enduring tremendous stress, but it also has its breaking point. Training at the elite level means flirting with injury, walking a tightrope between progress and pain. The higher you climb, the greater the risk of falling. Herniated discs, Those agonizing reminders that your spine isn't invincible. Torn tendons, the snapping sound that signals a long and frustrating road to recovery. Chronic pain, the unwelcome companion that lingers long after the initial injury has healed. It becomes a constant reminder of the price you pay for pushing too hard. One bad lift can sideline you for months, or forever. A single moment of carelessness, a lapse in form, or simply pushing beyond your limits can have devastating consequences. The psychological blow of injury, when your identity is tied to your body, is brutal. It's more than just physical pain. It's the emotional toll of being unable to do what you love, the frustration of watching your progress slip away, and the fear that you may never fully recover. Then there's what you can't see, the hidden battles your body wages beneath the surface. Hormone chaos. The delicate balance of your endocrine system can be easily disrupted by the stresses of intense training and dieting. Extreme dieting can wreck your endocrine system, throwing your hormones into disarray and leading to a cascade of negative effects. Women lose cycles, a clear sign that their bodies are under too much stress and that their reproductive health is compromised. Men lose testosterone, experiencing a decline in energy, libido, and muscle mass. You look great, sculpted and toned on the outside, but feel exhausted, moody, and broken on the inside. The pursuit of aesthetics has come at the expense of your overall well-being. Chronic pain and inflammation become your new normal. What was once an occasional ache or twinge is now a persistent discomfort that affects every aspect of your life. Restrictive diets can cause nutrient deficiencies, depriving your body of the essential vitamins and minerals it needs to function properly. Weaken your immune system, making you more susceptible to illness and infection, and mess with your gut, disrupting the delicate balance of bacteria in your digestive tract and leading to bloating, constipation, and other unpleasant symptoms. High-protein diets strain your kidneys, forcing them to work overtime to filter out excess waste products. Bulking and cutting stress your metabolism. The constant fluctuations in calorie intake can disrupt your metabolic rate and make it harder to maintain a healthy weight in the long run. If you use performance enhancers, you're gambling with your health. The potential side effects of these substances can range from mild to life-threatening. Sleep suffers, the cornerstone of recovery and overall health. Stimulants, pain, and stress keep you up at night, creating a vicious cycle of sleep deprivation and impaired performance. Even your digestion takes a hit from repetitive, restrictive eating. The lack of variety in your diet can lead to digestive problems and nutrient deficiencies. The body wants balance, not extremes. It thrives on variety, moderation, and a sustainable approach to health and fitness. Forcing it to stay ultra-lean is fighting evolution itself. Your body is designed to store a certain amount of fat for survival, and constantly trying to override this natural process can have negative consequences. You start this journey for health, but push too far, and you end up broken. The pursuit of physical perfection can become an obsession that consumes your life and leaves you worse off than when you started. There's a huge difference between training for health and training for aesthetics. One is about improving your overall well-being, while the other is about achieving a specific physical appearance, often at the expense of your health. The risks are real, and they're serious. Don't let the allure of a perfect body blind you to the potential consequences of extreme fitness practices. Exercise is great, a vital component of a healthy lifestyle. But chasing perfection can cost you your long-term health. Remember that true health is about more than just how you look. It's about how you feel, both physically and mentally. The body always keeps the score. Every workout, every meal, every sleepless night, it all adds up. Know what you're signing up for, understand the risks, listen to your body, and prioritize your long-term health over short-term gains. Now let's talk money, because elite fitness isn't cheap. Serious gym memberships cost hundreds, even thousands a year. High-quality food, lean meats, fresh produce supplements can double or triple your grocery bill. Supplements alone can run you hundreds a month. Hit a plateau? You'll want a coach. Expect to pay big for expertise. Injuries mean physical therapy, massage, and specialist visits, none of it cheap. Gear adds up: lifting shoes, belts, wraps, and more. Convenience costs, 2 meal prep services, time-saving tools, all for the sake of staying on track. And don't forget, opportunity cost hours in the gym are hours not spent earning, learning, or with loved ones. Competing? Add registration fees, travel, hotels, and specialized diets, thousands more. When you add it all up, this lifestyle can cost tens of thousands a year. It's a financial privilege not everyone can afford. The price tag is a barrier we rarely talk about. If you're considering this path, budget for it like any major life expense. It's not just a hobby, it's a costly pursuit. The ripped body comes with an empty wallet. Be honest about what you're willing and able to spend. The financial sacrifice is real and it's often overlooked. Don't let the highlight reels fool you. Behind every six-pack is a serious bill. So, what's the takeaway? Fitness isn't the enemy, obsession is. The benefits of strength and discipline are real, but so are the sacrifices. The key is balance, finding a level of fitness that adds to your life, not consumes it. Maybe that means a sustainable body fat percentage, or skipping a workout for a night out. Pursue fitness in a way that makes you happier and healthier, not isolated and stressed. Your journey is your own, make it work for you. Share your experiences in the comments. Let's support each other in finding that balance. Thanks for watching, and if you found this information helpful, like and subscribe to The Life Matrix. Stay strong, and stay balanced.